Hi and welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while hearing from me and even seeing a video from me, but the good thing is I'm back with a new video. Now, one of the best feelings ever is being able to start and complete something. I'm saying this because about 9 months ago, we embarked on our very first project in Ajadam, a town close to Asebu in the central region. That's a 2-bedroom house, self-contained. The design process of the house was a smooth one, as the owner had seen a similar project I had worked on in the past and loved it. And this happens to be my off-grid 2-bedroom house. Now, with the help of an architect, we replicated the plan, did some small tweaks to it, and then got started. Before construction, we tackled some preliminary works, including clearing the land, drilling a borehole, and setting up a storage unit, which was very important to store materials. One of the very first things we do before starting with any project. For the storage unit, the client chose a 20-foot shipping container, which we placed on a custom-built concrete platform. Interestingly, the owner plans to convert the container into a mini apartment in some time in the future. Now, positioning the building was a bit of a challenge, as the plot sits on a slope and spans 2 plots, measuring 80 by 160 feet, with some orange trees the owner wanted to preserve if possible. After considering wind direction, window placement of the building, and the fruit trees on the land, we finalized the building's orientation, and I must say it turned out really great. That's having the long side facing the road and the short side facing the other plot, with stairs on one side and ramp on the other side. We began with the foundation process, including profiling, digging, damp-proofing, which is one of the crucial things we pay attention to, plumbing, and of course using high quality plumbing materials, and then concrete and block work, eventually completing the foundation. Then we moved to the superstructure, completing all the block and concrete works with solid 5 inches blocks and 12mm steel for the columns and lintel beams, as well as 42.5 grade of cement, especially for all concrete. Now, for the steel as well, we used 10mm to, form the stirrups, and then we had binding wire also aiding in putting them together. Around this stage, the owner requested an extension to include 2 smaller rooms for laundry and a freezer, which we incorporated seamlessly into the design. Next came the roofing. That's a simple flat roof design sloping from the front to the back. And for the roofing material, we used a long span self-lock alu-zinc sheet with a thickness of 0.45mm with a dark coffee color. Now, prior to that, the woodwork had been done with all the rafters, palings, noggins, etc. in place, achieved with hardwood locally known as dahuma. Once the roof was in place, we tackled the piping for electricals. That's both 110 volts as well as 220 volts. Plumbing, both hot and cold, then followed. And then we had the AC copper piping also done, then followed by plastering and screeding. During this period, security was a priority, so we installed the front and back security doors, which are metallic security doors. Then we did the burglar proofing for the windows, and we had the internal door frames also installed. After that, we had the sliding windows, which are KS50 aluminum profiles, which are very durable, and also includes tracks for fiber mesh. With the house secured to some extent, we proceeded to the electrical wiring for both 110 and 220 volts. Ceiling works then followed, using plaster boards with clean, simple designs for each space. That's the living room, the bedrooms, washrooms, and so on. We then skimmed the walls and ceilings before moving to tiling. Now, the tile selection was a straightforward one, as a specific type of tile was used on the floor throughout the entire space, as well as a specific type was used for all the section that has wall tiles. After tiling, we installed electrical fixtures such as lights, sockets, switches, and fans. And we did this, especially for the sockets, we did it for both the 110 and 220. Now, around this time, we constructed the Biodigester and sockaway pit and completed external plumbing works. And then also around the same time, we did the installation of all the sanitary fixtures, that is the basins, the showers, as well as the WCs, and then even the kitchen sink. A very important thing to note is that this house is equipped with a solar system, making it fully off-grid, comprising of 14 pieces of monocrystalline panels, each for 60 watts, two 10 kilowatt lithium-ion batteries, and one 10 kilowatt hybrid inverter, ensuring sustainable energy for the house. The solar system was supplied by Sunsum Solar. Sunsum offers a wide range of quality solar products with warranty on each item. Product ranges from solar panels, solar batteries, both lithium-ion and gel batteries, solar inverters, power stations, and all the accessories you would need for your installation, such as breakers, SPDs, cables, rails, and so on. The good thing is you can get discounts on bulk purchases. So contact them on 0256 766 074. I take it again, 0256 766 074 for all your solar needs. And of course, you can always contact me for solar consultations as well as installations. After the solar system was in place, we continued to install the kitchen cabinets, both hanging and the down ones, and also had the solar water heater installed. With all these in place, it was time to bring the project to a completion. So we did a few other works such as raising the fence, wall height, adding burglar proof to the wall, gates installation, AC installations, as well as electric fencing. We also had the water system done, that's the borehole connected to the water storage tank, and some filters or some water filters to remove some debris from the borehole water, and then the water goes to the house. We also had chippings spread around the compound as requested by the owner, and then did some flower beds with boulders, and that was as part of the landscaping. For the painting, we had extensive discussions with the owner to finalize the preferred colors. Some of the colors, I must say, required custom mixing at the paint shop, so that was done. And the painting process included rough textures on the exterior lower walls, and part of the interior finish walls was done with Graviato and different colors, as well as different colors for different spaces within the house. I must say, after months of hard work and dedication, although adopting a normal working pace, the project has been completed. So at this point, I want us to take a quick tour of the house, and then at the very end, we get to see some photos of the final results. So we start off with the gate. As you can see, the gate is in place. You can also see the chippings on the compound, and then you have in your view the building itself from the outside. So that's what it looks like now. So we have the ramp section, and then you have the balustrade to the side to aid trying to climb, especially using the ramp. You can also see the rough texture at the bottom part of the building, and then you have the section that has the stairs. So the color of the tiles we use is a brown type. And then from here, I'm sure you can see the air conditioner installed. Yes, and then you have some lights. The hanging cables is the cables for the TV dish or antenna. So the rough texture goes all around. And then you have the Biodigester as well as the sockaway pit there. And then we have the water storage system. So we have the water storage tank. You have the borehole water. You can see that there's a filter from the borehole water. This is actually filtering a lot of dirt from the groundwater. And then you have the water pump with a little cage by it. And then you also have some filters, which is filtering the water from the tank to the water pump to prevent debris, and then from the pump to the house. So you see one of the orange trees that we had to save. And then let's just take a little walk around a bit. So you see the rough texture, which also goes all around. You have the other air conditioners for the bedrooms there, and then you have the waste pipe or the vent pipe, and then you also have the storm water pipe that is channel the storm water to the very ground. So around this point, the building was still being painted, so a lot of works were actually ongoing around this time. So you see the other orange tree, and then you have the platform for the storage units. That is a shipping container that we got. You also see the chippings all around the house, and then the boulders creating a flower bed closer to the walls. I'm sure you can also see the electric fence in place. So that's one standing pipe that we have there. Yes, so that's the electric fence. So it was actually good. We created a flower bed so that in case it's time to plaster the walls, you don't have the mortar, getting on top of the chippings that we spread on the compound. So this is what the building looks like from this angle. You also have solar CCTV cameras installed, and then we have some more lights around the side of the building. So far so good. We were trying to get a lot of things done because we were expecting the owner sometime soon to come stay in her property. So now let's take walk into the house. So this is a porch. We have some LED lights over there, and then you have the meter board there. So then you can see the door. So for the door, we had a request to spray it or paint it to a different color. So yeah, that was done later on. So this is the living room. So you can see what it looks like, having the white paint around the windows. And then we also had that also around the doors for the bedroom. So this is the Graviato textured wall with different colors. We have the air conditioner there. We have the plastered board ceiling as well as the lights. And then you have a ceiling fan, 2 ceiling fans for the living room section. And then you have a small size ceiling fan for the kitchen area. So that's the kitchen area over there with the kitchen cabinets installed. This actually doesn't have like a handle, so you have to open from the cabinet itself. The section created around it where you either a drawer you pull or you open, being it's the cabinet door. So you have the sink, and then so that's how you open the cabinet. So this makes it a bit simple. We don't have handles. Sometimes some of the handles can actually cause a bit of injury because some are very sharp to the edge depending on the type of handles that you choose. And then you also have some a lot of spaces within the cabinet, and then the shelf in the middle, and then also the hanging one. And then we created a section that is going to house the stove or the cooker, and that is the exit door from that side. And then you have a small size pantry or small size storeroom. So this is the fan for the kitchen area. You have a couple of lights over there, and from here you could see that the doors had been sprayed. So yes, we sprayed the doors. So we have this wood like effect, and then from there you have the utility room. So those are the 10 kilowatts batteries each, so making 20 kilowatts. You have the that is the electric fence energizer that is on the wall. You have the distribution board that for both 110 and then 220, and then you also have the electric fence that is the keypad, and then you have the breakers for the solar system. So that's the 10 kilowatts inverter. That is a hybrid inverter. So this is a 3-phase hybrid inverter. So we have a single phase and then a 3-phase. So you can see the batteries are well configured or installed, and and then also we have the 110 transformer. So I think it was about 5,000 watts for the 110 system. So works were still ongoing around this time. You could see the dust on the inverter, so we had to actually get all this dust out when works were done. And then you have the small room for a freezer, and also to be able to house a basin or a sink for washing of hands, and then maybe rinsing of something. And then from there we have the laundry room, which has the floor drain, and then also waste pipe to be able to drain waste. And then you have the water system that's both hot and cold. So the carpenter was getting the door installed around this point, and then from here we can take a walk back to the living room section and then back to the bedroom. So you have through the corridor, and then you can see the bedroom. Yes, so the door is also sprayed for this section, and then we have the bedroom also, works still being done on the bedroom. And then you can see the ceiling design for the bedroom with a small closet. That was also part of the tweaks that we had to do, so that was included later on during the project. You have the air conditioner at the top of this room, so you have a socket, you have the air conditioner switch, you have the fan switch, you have a light, so this control, so you have two light switches, one at the entrance and one by the bedside. You have the ceiling fan that's up there, and you have the air conditioner there. Yes, so that's the design we employed for the living room. And then from here you could see the closer to the right, so we did try to achieve cedar-like look for it with this wallpaper, so it wasn't entirely done around this point. And then you have the washroom also, so you have the mirror in place, you have the cabinet that was created around the basin, you have the WC, you have this seat you can sit on whilst taking your bath or shower. Yes, and you have the wall towel, so this same wall towel was used for the kitchen, and then also was used for the other washroom. And then you can see the washroom ceiling design, very simple. And then you have the standing shower. Yes, and then you have a towel reel at the back of the door. And then so you have the WC as well. And then you have the mirror. You have a socket over there in case you want to use a hairdryer, you want to shave, whatever it is, you have at least electricity to do that. So that's a towel reel. And then you can see that the door has been sprayed also. Yes, so this is for the master bedroom's washroom. And then from here we continue to the other washroom. So you can see that each side where there's socket, there are actually two sockets. One is white, one is gray color. So the gray color is the 220, the white one is the 110. So this is the other bedroom ceiling design, very simple one as well, with a ceiling fan and the air conditioner. Yes, the same sockets, air conditioner switch, and then you have the fan switch, and then also the light switch and an air conditioner remote. Yes, so for this room, so you notice for the single socket, especially by the bedside, we only did for 220 just because we didn't want a lot of things going by the wall, even though what we already have is a lot. Yes, so there's also the other bedroom, almost similar design to that of the other one. This is the corridor, very simple flat ceiling design, and then you can see some hole to the right. There's actually a cable for a doorbell or gate bell, should in case there's going to be an installation of one. So you have the sink or basin, you have the mirror, you have the ceiling, simple to or same as the other one. You have the wall towels, you have the shower, you have the towel reel, you also have the seat over there, and you have the WC there as well. So this is the shared washroom. Yes, so from here back to the living room, you can see what it looks like as at now, and then you get to also see what we transformed or what it looked like after we completed all the works that was done or was being done as at that or period. So yes, this is a quick tour of what the inside and the outside looks like. You also get to see aerial footage of what the aerial views of the place also looks like as well. Thank you very much for joining us on this journey. I'm sure you might have seen a video of what it looked like when we started and what it has now come to look like. Thank you very much for being a part of this channel, from every now and then watching videos, sharing, liking, commenting, and so on. We are very grateful. This year, hopefully we are going to be able to create more content, more educational content, I must say, so that we all get to learn a thing or two regarding construction. I'm sure a lot of people will be interested in costs, especially for this build. So hopefully I'm able to do that in subsequent series of videos I may be posting on this channel. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.